If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There are creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many others. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. I use Anchor and it's been absolutely fantastic. So download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Terrific Promotions offers the ability to create custom apparel at affordable prices. From t-shirts to hats, banners to promotional materials, let Terrific bring your ideas to life. You can even use their online design tool to create your own custom artwork and have it printed. Give them a call today at 843-921-0607 or visit www.terrificpromotions.com. That's the letter T, RIFFIC, promotions.com. Tell them you heard about them on Jeff Watson Unplugged. Simply put, I got into my own head. I started doubting myself and feeling sorry for myself, and I just stopped recording. I stopped telling my story. That ends today. Let's get the music. What's up, everyone? This is Jeff Watson, and I'm back with another episode. First, I want to apologize. It's been almost a month since I've recorded a podcast, and part of the reason why is because I got really down and started really doubting myself and doubting my story and the ability for me to share it. And I just gave up, honestly, and I apologize for that. I know there's been some following, and I appreciate those who have listened. I really do. But I felt it was important for me to kind of come back now and start doing this thing again. And part of the reason is I've been really struggling with depression and trying to work through some personal things. This year has been quite a difficult year, to say the very least. But within the last month almost, I've really felt kind of a transition, and I wanted to talk about that a little bit today. So over the last month, I've really done a lot of self-reflection, and I've been looking at the way I've lived my life and how I allow things or people to kind of dictate my mood or feeling to certain situations. And what I've come to realize is I should not give people that much power. I've been giving every single bit of my power away, and I'm not going to do that anymore. And I just wanted to take a few minutes to say how grateful I am for therapy. My therapist is freaking awesome, and one of the things that she's done with me is just walk with me through the process. And it's been really difficult. The work has been extremely hard, but it's been rewarding. Now, I'm going to preface all of this by saying, are things absolutely perfect right now? No. But they're never perfect for anyone. I don't care if you have all the money in the world, if you have the best job, if you have a great relationship, whatever it is, things are not going to be perfect, period. And I think how we deal with that is a large part of how we navigate through life. And for me, not having all of those things kind of work together has kind of held me back a little bit and makes me get down on myself. And I start feeling sorry for myself. And then I start questioning if people are really there for me. And what I can say is that when you're going through a difficult situation, when things are not going the way you expect, when the chips are down, so to speak, you really start to figure out who's there for you and who's not. And that's the one thing I'm thankful for in this process, is that I've found out who's there for me and who's not. And what that allows me to do is take inventory of my life and say, okay, I'm going to put my effort into these areas and I'm going to step back in other areas. One of the sayings that I really like is keep that same energy. And I've applied that to this situation that I'm dealing with in my life. Whether it's a job, whether it's a relationship, no matter what it is, you have to keep the energy that you're receiving. And this is something that I shared in my recent therapy session. I wanted to share it with everyone else. So, when it comes to keeping that energy, a lot of times we give 150% to a situation that only requires 25. Now, if you're an athlete or something like that, you're used to giving 150% because you want to be the best at something. That's the lane that I kind of come at it from. But if you're in a relationship or a friendship or you're in a job where they treat you with the respect that reaches the level of about 25%, give that 25% back. That doesn't mean that you're going halfway. That doesn't mean that you're being disrespectful. But what it means is you're going to reciprocate the effort that you're given. And when that effort or that respect reaches a higher level, that's when you match that and you keep that same energy. Now, I know some people may disagree with that, but what ends up happening is we put all of our effort into situations that don't require it. And when we do that, at least I'm going to speak for myself here. I put all of my effort into everything. And then when I don't get that same effort back, I get frustrated. I get mad. I get pissed off. I feel like I'm taken advantage of. That's because I'm giving my all to situations that don't require it. And it took a long time for me to really figure that out. And what I can tell you is now that I have figured it out, I feel this peace about what I'm doing, who's in my life, who's not in my life, and what things I need to remain focused on. And that's really helped me over the last month or so, because I've had a lot of people this year kind of come and go out of my life. I've had people just say, you know what, forget you, Jeff. I'm going to throw you to the side now. And that crap hurt really bad in the beginning. And sometimes it still stings a little bit. But now that I've kind of found my new philosophy here, where I'm keeping that same energy with those people, I don't put as much stock into it. Prime example, I have a friend. I've had this friend for years, and they kind of come and go. They're not consistent. They know this. I know this. I was always giving my effort, always reaching out, always doing these different things. And what I was figuring out was I'm giving this person way too much of my time. And when they weren't giving me the same amount of respect or time, I was getting mad. I started resenting that person. And that drove a wedge there. Now, it doesn't mean that that's a bad person. They're just giving me the energy that they have. So, I'm going to match that energy and keep that same energy. That's what I'm going to do going forward. What it does for me is it helps lessen the expectation of what that person does or doesn't do in my life. That way, if they don't call when they say they will, I'm not going to be mad about it because I'm keeping that same energy. I'm not going to track them down and be like, why are you not calling me? Why are you not reaching out? It's all good. It's whatever at this point. So, my advice is to keep that same energy. If you're working a job and they're not giving you the respect that you deserve, they're not giving you the pay that you feel you're worth, keep that same energy. Don't do $200,000 a year of work in a job that's only paying you 50. Give them $50,000 worth of work and keep that energy. And I truly believe that when you're in that mindset, you'll be less apt to get frustrated, to really burn out, because at that point you can focus your energy and you can say, okay, this is important today. I'm going to do this today. And I can focus my other energy that I'm not giving this job now to maybe finding another job or doing other things that I enjoy. That doesn't mean that you're giving that job the middle finger, so to speak. But what you're doing is you're putting the proper amount of energy and heart and focus into your job. Because let's be honest, there are more important things to life than a job. There are more important things to life than how many times a person texts you or calls you or snaps you or tweets at you or any of that stuff. So if you kind of keep that mindset of, I'm going to keep the energy that I'm receiving and I'm going to return that, I honestly believe it takes a lot of the pressure off. That's where I am today. A lot of the pressure that I've felt is starting to slowly decrease, because what I've done is I've reset the expectations. If someone texts me 5 times in a day, but I only expect one because they've been giving me 25% energy, then that's going to exceed that expectation. So now, instead of being disappointed, I'm pleasantly surprised. And that's where I think we need to be. I think when we focus our energy correctly, that's when we can truly get away from the disappointments, from being let down and driving a wedge in relationships or causing burnout on jobs or in certain situations. So that's really what I wanted to say today. Just keep that same energy. I know a lot of people have a different meaning of what keep that same energy means, but that's my take on it. So let me know what you think. Tweet at me, email me. Let me know what you think about this. But yeah, keep that same energy. Thanks everyone for joining me today on Jeff Watson Unplugged. I hope that this episode and future episodes create conversations and dialogue about many of the issues that plague our society today. We are brought to you by Lions Roar Media Company. We would like to thank our sponsors for being a part of this journey. For more information, to send in comments or questions, please email us at lionsroarmediaco@gmail.com. That's Lions Roar Media CO@gmail.com. We will post new episodes each Wednesday, so stay tuned. If you enjoyed our podcast today, please subscribe on Anchor, Spotify, Breaker, Google Podcasts, Overcast, Pocket Cast, or Radio Public. Follow us on Twitter at Lions Roar Media 1. That's Lions Roar Media and the number 1. Or you can follow me at Jeff Watson and the numbers 25. That's Jeff Watson 25. Again, thank you all for joining us. And until next time, God bless and keep moving forward one step at a time. Peace.